Next time you are at Dollar Tree, make sure you stop by the wall decal section. They have beautiful designs and they are perfect for crafting. We're going to start with this wood round. You can find these at Dollar Tree pretty much year round. I know they are a little on the thinner side, but they make perfect crafting blanks. We're going to remove the juice drink from it and we're going to give it a light sand. If you worked with these before, you know what I'm talking about. They tend to be a little bit on the rough side, but that's okay. Just lightly sanded, dusted really well. I'm going to give it one coat of this beautiful sandstone tone by Waverly. Just one tone, just to give it a nice cover. But you don't have to. You can also stain it or paint it in any color you want. Once dry, again, we got to sand. I don't know what it is. It just makes it a little rough to the touch, but lightly sanded, dusted. And we're going to start with this gorgeous Believe wall decal. Now, these are meant to be put on the wall, okay? But you can use them for crafting. So I'm going to remove the little floral portion of it because I'm only going to need the Believe. So all I did was I used my X-Acto knife and cut around it. That way I can reuse the florals in another project. All right, so I'm just going to set it right there in the center. Then we're going to cut off the excess. You can reuse these in the same project or save them for later. I'm just going to put them to the side for now. These decals are pretty new to my Dollar Tree, but let me tell you, these peonies are gorgeous. They are two-sided, so you have a pink one and kind of like a grayish white one. Gorgeous. I'm going to remove it just like a sticker, and I'm just kind of move it around until I find a good spot for it. I'm going to flip it over, cut off the excess from the edge using my X-Acto knife. Then I'm going to bring in the white one, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to remove it just like a sticker, and then we're going to move it around, just kind of see where I want to place it. And then when you find the spot, always remember you can cut off whatever is not working well. In this case, this leaf was covering the L, so I just removed that and then removed a little bit on the other side. Now I'm going to take the excess portion and I'm going to reuse it on the little portion there that is bare. Perfect and so easy. Now it also brought these little tiny flower stickers and leaves. I'm just going to use them here and there to fill in. I want this wood round to look like a beautiful garden filled with flowers, and I think we'd accomplished it. So once I have those in place, I'm going to sand down those edges. Now I know I did cut them with my X-Acto knife, but when you sand down, it removes, you see that? A tiny little bit of portion that it was just not close enough to the edge, and sanding it down really makes it flush and smooth to that edge. This has never happened to me before, my friend. The back portion of the wood round came off. Now, here's the thing. It made it very thin. And so it also curved it on me. So what I'm going to do, I am going to place these paint sticks. I'm going to cut them to size. And I'm just going to hot glue them and just press it down. Hold it until it hardens. This worked like magic. So if this happens to you, it's never happened to me before. But there's always a first time, right? This is how I fixed it and it worked really well. So now that it's time to just add something to hang it, and of course we got to bring in, the white nautical rope from Dollar Tree. Hot glue it to the back and that's it. You can add whatever else you want. I could have added greenery to the top, but I wanted to keep it on the simple side. I think this is stunning. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to bring in one of these flat canvases from Dollar Tree. They are perfect for crafts. They are 11 by 14, and I love them. Now, this one was a little bit, I don't know, dirty. It was so bizarre because the plastic was over it. Nonetheless, I wanted to paint it. I'm going to use this beautiful moss green by Waverly. I'm going to do 1.5 coats, just basically a full coat, and then a little bit here and there where it needed it. Let it dry. Now we're going to sand it in both directions, both sideways and long ways. And this is just going to give it a distressed look, but it almost looks like fabric. I thought it was so beautiful. I'm going to wipe it really, really well because we want to use these beautiful decals. This design is gorgeous. Again, just pull it off just like a sticker and place them wherever you want. Now, I wanted this sign to have a little bit more of a modern look, so I'm just going to kind of place them in different directions. You're going to see me here play around with it just a bit. Once I had that last one, I'm just going to place it there kind of sideways and then flatten it out with my hand. Flip it over, and again, we're just going to cut off that excess with my X-Acto knife. Again, we want to sand down those edges to make sure they're nice and flush to the edge and they're not going to pull off or fray on me. Then we are going to add one more detail. Now this decal has a golden tone to it. I'm going to add some gold flakes. Now if you've never worked with gold flakes, it is messy, but it is so fun and adds so much character. I'm going to add hot glue around those golden circles. And while it's still a little tacky, I'm going to add the flakes. Now work a little fast here because it will dry up on you. And I did the same thing on all designs where there was a circle. Once I kind of had it where I wanted, I'm just going to bring in a dry brush and just start brushing off the excess. You can later on add more if you want, but I thought for this one, I want to keep it on the simple. Sometimes you just really have to know when to stop, and I just felt in my heart I needed to stop, and I'm so glad I did. This is such a beautiful wall decor. What do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with one of these wood planks. I am sure you've seen these before. I have worked with them many times. Great for crafting. I'm going to remove the string. And again, we got to lightly sand them. I'm just going to sand the front and the back and then dust them really well. For this one, we're going to go with white. You know I love white. But first, we got to clean up these little holes. So I'm just going to add a little bit of spackle to the holes just so that it fills them in and you don't see them. This is Waverly Chalk Paint in the white, and I'm just going to do one coat and let it fully dry. Once dry, we're going to bring in my sanding block once again. We're just going to sand it down smooth, wipe it really, really well. And then this beautiful decal is one of my favorites. It's based on the scripture Philippians 4:6, where it says, don't worry about anything, but pray about everything. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to center it right there. And then at first I thought I wanted to split the don't worry about anything. And I'm just going to add 2 on one side and 2 on the other. I did change my mind, and you're going to see that here in just a minute. And that's okay. These decals actually stick really well, but they're easily removed and you can place them anywhere else. So you're going to see here, I'm just going to add the anything and the about, and then I'm just going to move the other 2 to the other side because I just felt like it flowed better. Now the other side is a little bit bare, so I thought let me add a little bundle of flowers. So I just grabbed some little picks that I had here and there from other projects. I'm just gonna bundle them up using some jute string, tie it around, hot glue it in place, and then add that excess little flower to the side. And of course, we got to add something to hang it from. You can add whatever you want. I'm just going to use the leftover nautical rope from earlier. And look how gorgeous this is. I'm going to gift this one to my mom. And I love the way it turned out, but I'd love to know what you think of it. Let me know. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with one of these wooden hearts from Dollar Tree. Now, you can find these during the Valentine's Day season, and this decal is stunning. It's a heart-shaped succulent, and it had these beautiful pastel colors. And what a perfect way to use these decals for this wooden heart. Now, you can use this just by itself, and I thought it would be gorgeous to do so, but I just wanted the 3D heart effect kind of thing. So I'm just going to sand down the edges again using my sanding block. It just really leaves smooth edges, but you can also use the X-Acto knife or your blade knife. It's up to you. I'm going to use another one of those flat canvases from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue the heart towards the left side. Now, this is another decal that I had left over from another project. I'm going to use that it says be grateful. I'm going to do it on a long ways. So vertically, I'm going to place it on the right side of the board. I'm going to cut off any excess as needed with my X-Acto knife, and then I'm going to hot glue the heart on the left side. To be able to hang this one, I'm just going to use this beautiful teal ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to tape it in place, and look how stunning this looks. I love the colors. I love the simplicity. What do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you, my friend, with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.